Hello, everybody, and welcome. As we like to do every week, we like to take a look at the past week's market activity and then, of course, bounce around the market and look for something to trade. Well, last week we had some potentially Fed type news, and obviously the market loved it because you can see it shot up for the whole week after some kind of announcement. I can't even remember what it was, but obviously the market was happy with it. And if you look at the S&P 500, you're kind of back to near all-time highs, which means volatility is starting to dive in the index. Obviously, we know as the price goes up, volatility drops. If we look at the NASDAQ, kind of similar story, but you can see it's nowhere near its all-time highs. It took a beating over here, and it's still been recovering, but it's still pretty far off from where it used to be. You can see like it used to be right here, but again, volatility is dropping. The market seems to be in a good mood, and everything seems to be honky-dory. If we go to the Russell, this looks probably a little bit more like the NASDAQ now than it used to. You can see also not near its all-time highs yet, but definitely been recovering since this big drop off right there. So, what are we going to trade this week? Well, let's look at oil. And if we look at oil, you can see it's kind of been in the downward slide for quite a while now. For the last few months, oil's been kind of diving down, and because of that, volatility has kind of been creeping up. You can see if you go like where it's at now, it's kind of as high as it's been for this whole year. So we're kind of near oil volatility highs because it's been dipping down over these last few months. And the way we can trade oil is USO, which is the oil ETF right here. So you can see this chart looks almost exactly the same, again, because it mimics oil. But just like on oil, right here you can see the volatility is kind of near its highs for the year. So at 50 volatility, good time to get into oil. So we go to the trade page. I'm actually going to use the 33 days for USO because USO is not a very liquid ETF generally speaking. So if I open up like 47 days and I go out, a couple of strikes, you can see like 30 cents, 40 cents. If I go on this side, same thing, 30 cents, 40 cents. And it looks the same for the 40s as well. If I go to 33, which is the monthly expiration cycle, you can see they're a lot closer. 10 cents, 10 cents, 20 cents, 15 cents. Same over here, 20, 30 cents. So as far as liquidity, this is the most liquid. Obviously, I'd love to be by 45 days if I could, but it's not liquid enough, and liquidity trumps everything, and 33 is still in our wheelhouse. That'll be 32 tomorrow, so we're totally fine with that. So I've already set this up for us. Essentially, all we're doing is just say this is around $70. We're going up $5 and down $5 and selling the call and the put. And then, of course, we're buying the call and the put $2 away to make this a $2 wide iron condor. And as long as we collect 66 cents or more for this trade, that's our trade for tomorrow. So, market opens tomorrow, assuming everything stays the same. We're going to go up and down $5, make a $2 wide iron condor, and we're looking to collect 66 cents or more on that trade in USO, which is the oil ETF. I am excited to let you know I've completed a book that is now available to everyone that wants to get it called Learn to Trade in 7 Days. This is a book that will take you from absolute ground zero as far as knowing absolutely nothing about options all the way to trading them. Now, I'm so intent on getting this book to you because I really believe it is such a valuable resource for anybody and everybody that I'm going to offer an incredible deal on this, so stick with me on this. But before we get there, I want to show you what the book entails. The book is broken down into 7 days. Day 1 being what is an option. You'll learn everything about options themselves. We'll compare stocks versus options. Then we'll get into basic option strategies like the vertical. And finally, we'll wrap it up with how to trade verticals and then the making and managing of trades, which is to me the key to success long term above all. Now, as I mentioned, if you get into it now, if you go to this link, you can get this book for only $9.99. And I know that may not appeal to a lot of people because a lot of people aren't into books, but I'm so intent on getting you this book because I really believe it is such a valuable resource to anybody and everybody that I'll also throw in any one of my courses right here available on Udemy right now. So for only $9.99, you not only get the book itself, but you get one free course which can be valued for as much as $100 depending on when and where you buy these courses. Again, just go to this link here and it'll take you to this page where, as you can see, you'll get the book and one of my courses for only $9.99. So really can't be beat. So again, just to reiterate, go to this link here, You will get my book, which you can hang on to forever, and I really believe is such a vital resource. I'm throwing in a course to really get you motivated to buy this book. That's how important I really believe this book is. The book and one of my courses for only $9.99 simply by going to this link. Please jump on this opportunity. It is something you really will be happy you did.